Publicity secretary of Kochigoma Town Council was beaten. So we've received a lot of threats.
Of the unity of Uganda. I believe in the unity of the country, and Lamour especially now is in chaos. There's extreme poverty. However, I'm not just going to work for Lamour as an MP.
The aspirants hailed the Electoral Commission for the process.
My supporters, that please let us stay calm. I know there has been a lot of propaganda going on that Edwin is not educated, doesn't have academic papers, but now today I've proven to them that I have the papers.
One sub-county is fully industrialized, another one is not. So this time I want total industrialization of Mukono North to create jobs for those who went to school and those who didn't.
Chona ndenda kugira ngo Rwanda tugihindure insurance. Mwene binyerekerire gukora no gukora ahabyamagara agara kwatagana n'abacyara.
With value addition, they will not reach fruition, because when people produce and they can't add value, they still remain in that sack of peasantry.
NRM Electoral Commission head Tanga urged participants to maintain integrity. This process will go on all this week, and aspirants urged to strengthen the support of NRM to the grassroots. Lydia Chomkama and Joseph Muyingo, UBC News.
And at least an estimated 1,000 members contending for flag bearership have flocked the NRM Electoral Commission headquarters in Chatdondo along Chatdondo Road for nominations. NRM Electoral Commission chairperson Dr. Tanga Odoi told UBC that the exercise was stressful except those who did not meet the requirements.
NRM aspirants for MPs and district chairpersons have been duly nominated and commissioned by the NRM Party Electoral Commission Chairman Dr. Tango Doi in preparation for the upcoming National Resistance Movement primaries.
On behalf of the Commission, I duly nominate you, Honorable Mugole David Stephen from Kabwere County.
Chairman Tango Doi has flagged off several members of parliament to campaign and garner support for NRM across the country.
I've come to contest for Nansana municipality. I would like to go in the 12th parliament to represent the people of Nansana, and I feel that I'm the right person to represent them in the 12th parliament. First of all, as a lawyer, I know what I'm going to do. Issues to do with legislature, I'm sure I'm the best candidate. Secondly, I'm a human rights activist. So many of our people in Nansana municipality have had so many issues to do with the law. Land grabbing, imprisonment, without trial, a number of things.
Now that I'm nominated, we are going to hit the ground with vigorous campaigns. But that said, I have to continue with the legacy that I have made for this constituency. I was the very first person in the district to procure an ambulance, a brand new ambulance to give to the people. So in the sector of health, I have done immensely well. I have provided security in all trading centers that do not have electricity by giving them solar, so there is light in each and every trading center.
We started winning already through the party structures, and I've been longing for this moment that I get nominated. There's a lot of excitement as we speak, and we're hoping to finish this race successfully. So for the people of West Brahma Northeast, we are here. We are set, we've been nominated, we are ready, we are coming.
The MPs will meet the electoral colleges to listen to their concerns and outline their vision for developing and empowering the masses for a better livelihood.
We have been working into improving the healthcare. We have donated ambulance. We are giving people free operation for hernia. We are supporting education by providing scholastic materials. And we've been tirelessly working under the foundation, which is Machika Foundation, to improve water and sanitation.
A number of things that I'm going to do. First of all, I'm going to ensure that I render operational support to the manifesto of my president. The president and the party has a manifesto, and I will make sure that the manifesto is followed.
Campaigns will build support and secure nominations for the NRM primaries. However, many of the candidates still have fears about the mad electoral process.
The fears are always raging within the NRM primaries, but this I am used. I know how to circumvent about them. I am certain I will win. One time in 2015, I was made to repeat elections twice, but I was winning all those elections. So I'm certain that I'll win these ones too.
NRM primaries seem to be highly competitive, with several MPs vying for nominations. The outcome will determine the party's candidates for the upcoming elections. Sudat Kaye, UBC News.
The NRM Electoral Commission Chairperson Dr. Tanga Odoi said the exercise was successful. A number of incumbent MPs and new aspirants on the NRM ticket have been fully nominated to participate in the party primaries for the upcoming general elections. Let's also take a look at that.
Movement NRM has today kick-started their party nominations in high gear. A number of aspirants have been duly nominated for the party primaries. Among the incumbents that have been nominated include Kateshumba Dixon, seeking to represent Shema Municipality, Dr. Charles Sayume for Koboko Municipality, Catherine Lamwaka for Woman Member of Parliament, Omoro District, among others.
We have mobilized our people to take advantage of government programs to create wealth. We have mobilized our people to engage in production.
I want to thank the people of Serera District for their trust for the 2 terms. Now I have been duly nominated for the 3rd time, and I want to ask the people of Serera to give me a chance again to serve them.
Yes, Kumbi people, I'm assuring you we are going to start a move towards wealth creation.
To thank the people of Koboko. They gave me the mandate 4 years ago to lead them from 2021-2026. And I think I have delivered.
My name is Achayo Christian. I have been nominated for the post of Woman AP for Pakwach District. I'm very happy.
They seek to represent their people for a continuity of what they started for the development of their districts.
Happy and pleased to have been nominated duly today, and very determined to get back to the ground and mobilize.
I am going to use my wealth of experience to unlock obstacles that are hindering development in Ora County.
What we shall say to the public, and they buy it and they give us the mandate, we shall deliver on those activities that will be in our manifesto.
Also, I want to really appreciate my people of Ora for trusting me, because I have capacity then to lead my people as a flag bearer. Because
people of Bunyaruguru constituency, they are going to have a leader who is going to listen and work with them and make sure we develop. The constituency has to develop.
Aspirants highlighted unique strength and qualifications as one of the reasons for coming up.
Past 5 years, been setting the foundations, as we are aware that government work with programs. In this fellow parliament, we are targeting tarmacking at least a section of roads in Agago.
My people, we shall maintain our way of working.
Everyone in Otuke, the journey has begun, and some other job which are not yet accomplished.
Time round, we are very much determined and with resolve to make sure this time we rescue and get back the constituency to the hands of the NRM.
They appeal to voters to trust them with their concerns if elected to represent the party and in Parliament.
I'm vying for the seat of the Woman Member of Parliament to represent the people of Kitagwenda district in a way that is effective, in a way that is different, in a way that is involving.
We have done a lot together with the people and together with the NRM party for the people of Rubanda.
20 years of Kasese district without a woman MP from the NRM party is really a long time. So I come in as the mountain girl to bridge the gap between the women of Kasese and the NRM.
Jane Nyiramojisha reporting for UBC.
Meanwhile, Minister for Internal Affairs Kahinda Otafide has advised stakeholders in the electoral process to stick to their mandate and avoid overcrowding the civic space. He was officiating the fourth quarterly dialogue between NGO leaders, where he urged all to participate in the 2026 general elections to exercise their mandate within the law.
The Ministry of Internal Affairs and the NGO Bureau have organized a fourth quarterly dialogue with leaders of non-government organizations to focus on 2025-26 elections because the season brings some tension in civil society. Ministry of Internal Affairs working with NGO focuses on ensuring there is clarity of mandate and legal status. The Minister for Internal Affairs, Kahinda Otafire, says elections can cause excitement, attributing the shrinking civic space to people overstepping their mandate.
Don't cross into each other's workspace because that brings conflict. The space gets overcrowded and then people start stepping on each other. So don't get excited about it. Yeah? We are still a poor country. We should exercise our rights within our means. I may not even have the tear gas to throw at you when you start rioting, because I can't buy it.
The Permanent Secretary, Minister of Internal Affairs, General Joseph Mosanyufu, urged NGOs to adhere to district notification protocols and maintain updated financial record for transparency.
We strongly encourage organizations to maintain updated financial records, open books for audits, and proactively declare funding partners, especially for voter education, electoral mobilization programs.
We also build public trust in the process and ensuring that elections are conducted in a more open, inclusive and credible manner. This meeting therefore provides us with one of the unique opportunities to make early efforts for Ugandans to engage each other, discuss and mitigate any possible election-related disagreements or misunderstandings.
NGOs, represented by the Executive Director, National Coalition of Human Rights Defenders, Uganda, Robert Chilenga, presented a paper that indicates a shrinking civic space since previous elections.
It is also imperative to note that the Electoral Commission has yet to accredit any organization for election observation, despite the fact that a number of critical activities on the 2026 electoral roadmap, such as boundary demarcation and voter register updates, have already commenced. This obstructs the ability of domestic observers to monitor, report, and improve the transparency and integrity of the process, and has the potential to weaken public trust in electoral outcomes.
Government gets money from the same source. For them, it is good money. But when the same source funds NGOs, it is evil money that should be criminalized.
According to CSOs, the persistent violence, arbitrary arrest and intimidation undermine public confidence in the election process.
I think if government is organizing elections, they need to give guarantees that one, the military will be out of these elections. Two, there will be no use of excessive force, and all categories of citizens will be free to participate in elections, including doing their work like media and NGOs.
Non-government organizations want government to facilitate their participation in the electoral process instead of suppressing it, asking for assurance from National Bureau of NGOs that their operations will not be interfered with during 2025-26 general elections. I'm Nafka Farida, reporting in Kampala.
Now, President Yoweri Museveni has addressed Greater Mpigi regional leaders as part of his as part of his wealth creation tour to the area this Tuesday. At a meeting convened in Butambala district, the president has reawakened the area leaders and challenged them to always share correct information to the masses in regards to wealth creation programs.
Haj Mohammed Ziwa of Kamengo sub-county in Mpigi district impressed President Museveni's wealth creation under the 4-acre model. Ziwa is in poultry rearing, coffee growing, banana, commonly known as matoke growing, cattle farming, and fruits like the avocado. Ziwa says he started rearing chicken with 200 in 2023 and he is now in 2000s and earns about 20 million every month from the sale of the eggs.
Owekiwa President, nga tumaze okulaba ekibala ekyo ne kyetugenda okujjamu kyetufiisiza net ekyobukadde 1,200 mu emitwalo 907 tusuubira zijja kutuyambako mu bino. Mulimu okusomesa abaana, mulimu okugaziya projects zaffe, era ssebo ze zimwe zituyambyeko titwasookera mu maka gali waggulu y'ennyumba yaffe yasooka kakati bwe tugenze nga tugejjagejjamu okwo ssebo kakati kubanga tuzimbye ennyumba eyo.
President Museveni visited Ziwa in Kamengo sub-county in Mpigi district as he resumed his PDM tours in Greater Mpigi, Kono, later Wakiso and Kampala. After touring the farm, Museveni commended Ziwa for
President Yoweri Museveni has on Tuesday afternoon addressed Greater Mpigi regional leaders. The meeting, convened at Gombe Secondary School in Butambala district, was graced by leaders from Butambala, Mpigi and Gomba.
When you sent us here, the people of Greater Mpigi have been extremely warm to us and receptive to your message of wealth creation.
As we welcome you, His Excellency, today, allow me humbly present a few concerns and requests from our village.
Besides local leaders, members of the cabinet have accompanied the president as continues to popularize wealth creation initiatives.
We as leaders, we need to ensure that we mobilize our people towards these messages of wealth creation so that they intensify to make sure that people try to do something in their homesteads.
That they should work very diligently within their homesteads so that they can be able to generate income.
To some ministers, these engagements have helped them to benchmark and record feedback.
It has enabled me to understand better what is happening on the ground in my sector. Of course, quite a number of challenges have come up, and I'll be going back with quite good work.
The leaders were indicted by Alhaji Moses Chigongo and Rhoda Ngonzi on behalf of the NRM party.
Ebyenjigiriza nti olwa UPE abaana basomye ate bwe basoma amakane gabeera nga gabasomyeko.
On his own behalf, the chief convener, President Yoweri Museveni, addressed the delegates.
This is the challenge I want you to do in all your parishes. Go parish by parish.
Katukwe kuno okusomooza kwatu waffe nanga abakulembeze.
So please don't just be general, be specific. How many homes are getting out of poverty?
To the leaders, President Museveni reiterates that through peace, unity and development and wealth creation, communities can go far.
Tewaliwo kubuusabuusa nti NRM ekoze kinene okuleeta eddembe mu Uganda. ate n'enkulaakulana eriwo kati bwe ntambulira mu nnyonyi tosobola kwawula Kampala ne Seeta ne Bweyogerere n'Empigi byonna biringa tawuni emu kati naye eyo enkulaakulana yonna abamu tebagiraba.
According to the president, a health community assisted by an improved health system is a key driver to wealth creation.
Nze kati n'emyaka 8. I'm now 80 years old. I have been here with you from the bush. I've been here with you now almost 40 years. Mwali muddeko nti Museveni ali mu ddwaliro. Nti Museveni mulwadde, amagulu agawanise waggulu, ali ku kitanda. Ebireeta obulwadde ebisinga tusobola kubyewala.
The president, however, discouraged the continued land fragmentation of lands in Greater Mpigi areas.
Now, once we ensure that everybody has moved out of poverty, then the next challenge you will get is obusika, is inheritance. How are the children going to share?
Kati abaana engabano ebeera etya?
The European countries long ago discovered a good way of sharing without fragmenting. You can do it with shares, emigabo, not physical division.
Although many successes have been registered in the farming sector, Museveni notes that it is high time Ugandans adopt irrigation.
All these we are doing are without irrigation. This is what we need to add on. The people of coffee,
abantu b'emmwanyi,
the people of bananas,
ab'ebitooke,
all other crops, we need to add irrigation.
Just pay school. Here's your chance to win school fees for your child for a whole year. Just pay school fees using Momo.
Hi, Mengo Senior School. We are here to reward one of our winners that paid school fees with Momo, and they got themselves school fees for a whole year.
The winner is my little sister. We loaded the money on my line. We did a payment. So basically that's the story behind as to why it's me and then mom. It's such a relief for any parent, because you imagine sitting at the back and knowing the child is going to do school for a full year. You're not worried about anything whatsoever. So I'm excited. Thank you, MTN.
This is continuous, so please, I call upon everyone to continue paying school fees with Momo. Dial *165 *80# and pay school fees with Momo and stand a chance to win school fees for a whole year.
A smile that is white, fresh and beautiful is a smile to be proud of. Discover new Colgate White and Fresh for the whole family with high quality and an incredible price.
You got us on your wallet! Bobby, again! What's the drama?
Drama? Colleagues, elections for special interest groups are calling. SITs, elections, youth, PWDs, elderly. It's time to vote for our leaders, June through August. From village to parish to district to nationals, youth, PWDs, elderly. It's time, go vote your leaders. No! Elections are supposed to be peaceful. Easy vote, okay?
Youth, elderly, and persons with disabilities. It's time to choose our leaders. Let's show up and participate in the special interest group elections. Starting June through August this year. Your vote, your voice. My vote, my voice. This message is brought to you by the Uganda Electoral Commission.
Hello, Kampala, Uganda. In response to the national call of strengthening the traffic security, Good Products Group HGO brand has officially launched the Rider Selection Campaign. Registration is now open. Visit www.riders.hgo.com. Complete your registration now for a chance to win exciting prizes including motorcycles, exclusive HGO gift boxes, and official rider vests, all while promoting safe riding awareness. This is how to participate. Pay the registration fee, invite 3 friends to form a team of 4, and your registration fee will instantly be refunded. Begin your journey of honor today. Don't miss this opportunity. Join the challenge, promote road safety, and become a pioneer rider. For details, visit the official Good Products website at www.hgo.com or call toll-free 0800-335-555 or visit our offices at Kingdom Kampala 3rd floor to register now and win prizes worth millions.
When you talk about innovation, I don't immediately think about flying cars. No, I think about things that solve typical Ugandan problems. For example, a sensor that helps you to know the right watermelon to buy. An alarm system in homes that reminds you kebera kukedo agenda fa. A device that braids hair under 7 minutes. An alert system installed in Parliament sends SMS every time MP starts dozing like this. A lie detector for relationships.
I love you.
Say it again.
I love you.
Do you have what it takes?
The spotlight is on you. The National Science Week 2025 is here from the 15th to 20th June 2025 at Kololo Independence Ground. Entrance is free to all. Made in Uganda. Innovation to market. This message is brought to you by Science, Technology and Innovation Secretariat.
Welcome back. You are still watching News Tonight. The leadership of the National Unity Platform, NUP, has raised concern over the low number of youth members who have registered to contest in the upcoming Youth Council elections. They attribute the shortfall to disruptions in the registration process across various constituencies. NUP President Robert Chagulanyi Sentamu says calls upon all the youth to participate in the elections, which he describes as the first phase of the broader general elections cycle.
NUP Secretary General David Louis Lubongoya notes that nearly 80% of NUP's youth aspirants were affected during registration of youth elections.
The districts, some of our candidates were not nominated at all. In some cases, the electoral commission officials would claim to be going for lunch and not return to pick the nomination papers. In some other cases, they simply said that those are NRM elections.
He appealed to the Electoral Commission to extend the registration and campaign periods by at least 2 more days, citing intimidation and targeted arrests, even against elderly candidates.
As a party, we took a step and complained formally to the Electoral Commission, and they conducted a hearing last week. These elections are supposed to be happening on Thursday this week. As I speak now, we have not gotten a ruling from the Electoral Commission.
Meanwhile, the NUP president, Robert Chagulanyi, congratulated the newly elected members of the party's executive committee.
Okuyozayoza abakulembeze bannange abalonderwa ku delegates conference n'abalala ababadde appointed. More than 80% of all places across the country, they blocked our youth leaders from nominating. Buli we banominatinze omuvubuka w'enkyukakyuka naddala ba National Unity Platform mubawagire. Kunga sabavubuka kunga. Thank you.
As the nomination process for NUP's party card continues, more aspirants are seeking endorsement.
I'm here to submit my expression of interest form for Member of Parliament for Kiboko District. For Kiboko constituency and Kiboko District.
The voter coming all the way from PG District. I'm here at the party headquarters to submit my academic papers in support of the expression of interest form.
For this mandate to test my qualities, one as a religious leader. As a religious leader, I witness every day the cries of our people. The poor people, the sick people come to us as the religious leaders. Of course, religious leaders are also humans. They err. But the difference between a religious leader and a lay leader is that the religious leader, like Pastor Mwangus, has the Holy Spirit to convict him of error.
Among those who submitted documents was Mukono Municipality Member of Parliament Betty Namboze, who stated that she still has unfinished business to accomplish for her constituents.
I'm here to seek a renewal of our mandate, but confident that in Mukono, the people have already agreed to vote for us. We shall not commit a lot of time in the campaigns in Mukono. We shall request our leaders to deploy us in other parts of the country.
Mary Namkose, Jamil Sekaja, UBC News.
Ministry of Information, Communication and National Guidance will formulate a national artificial intelligence policy under the forthcoming National Development Plan to implement the country's digital agenda. State Minister for National Guidance, Godfrey Kavyanga, says the proposed policy will strengthen public cyber security.
The Ministry of ICT and National Guidance has revised its performance in implementing the National Development Plan 3, which concludes in the 2024-2025 financial year.
We have now embarked on expanding the national backbone infrastructure of the internet, and we already have money. Government gave us money, one loan from World Bank for the Universal Access Program, where we shall do the last mile connectivity. And then we also have money from Exim Bank, where we are going to expand the national backbone.
We have been able to roll out the national backbone infrastructure to all districts and gone up to sub-county level and being able to connect government offices. Now we are looking at rolling, connecting more schools, hospitals, and other social community facilities.
Under NDP 3, the ministry was tasked with consolidating national communication systems, an effort that included training all government communication officers.
Today, when you go to some ministries, think public service itself, Ministry of ICT, Attorney General's chambers, now Ministry of Finance, they're using this system. You will not find papers or files on people's desks because we have developed a system for that. We have worked with Ministry of Education to develop the Education Management Information System. Also, we are leading on developing the Parish Development Management Information System.
Through its business process outsourcing policy, the ministry linked young innovators to international employers. In the upcoming National Development Plan 4, the ministry plans to introduce a national artificial intelligence policy.
Start the process of digitization. And you must collect data first of all, and when you collect data, you get where to store the data, and then you now start processes now of centralizing that data, so that the processes are all centralized. And we are doing that, even documentation now.
However, the ministry cited limited funding hampering efforts to meet the demands of an increasingly dynamic digital innovation environment.
The resources are still limited given the scope of work that we have to do and realize. But we are having conversations and engagements, and government now appreciates the value of digitization. Therefore, we are hopeful that in future, given that we are working together with the National Planning Authority, Ministry of Finance, Parliament, we are confident, we have a level of confidence that we shall be able to get more resources.
Other key developments during the implementation of the NDP 3 include the expansion of the national broadband infrastructure and public sensitization on digital literacy. Komagum Rogers and Abdul Nasir Luwama for UBC.
Meanwhile, Minister for Health Dr. Jen Ruth Ocheng has reaffirmed government's commitment of establishing regional heart centers to address the rising burden of cardiovascular diseases. She was addressing the second research dissemination conference in Kampala.
At least 16,000 babies are born each year with congenital heart defects, which raises a burden of cardiovascular diseases. The recently concluded research by the Uganda Heart Institute defines the urgency of addressing the burden.
Get born with restricted interatrial septum, and we have to enlarge that septum by what we call balloon atriostomy. This gives them a chance to survive the first few days of life. But that's not the end of the story. After that emergency procedure, patients then need to go on to have definitive surgery.
The Minister for Health, Dr. Jane Ruth Acheng, emphasizes research in improving cardiovascular care and reiterated the government's dedication to support the construction of regional heart centers to decentralize treatment and enhance access.
The Uganda Heart Institute has long stood as a center for innovation and excellence in cardiovascular care. I am very much aware that behind every scientific breakthrough is a team of dedicated researchers and clinicians, men and women, whose relentless work enhances our understanding, refines treatment, and ultimately saves lives.
The executive director of the Uganda Heart Institute, Dr. John Omagino, called upon government to extend support to students pursuing careers in cardiac care to manage the increasing number of heart disease cases.
Also by government, support specialist training, and these universities must train the specialists who become the candidates for superlative specialization. We have a new poem coming up. If we don't act very fast, we may easily underutilize that facility.
The chairperson board of directors, Dr. James Magara, called for expanded investment in heart care services.
Your work is shaping the future of healthcare in Uganda. The Ministry of Health stands with you and is fully committed to fast-tracking your studies for timely implementation. Let me also add here that we stand with you to ensure that the other regional centers are put up.
Mary Namkose, UBC News.
And the Uganda People's Defense Forces, UPDF, have reported that no further ADF attacks have been registered along the Kasese border since the tragic incidents that claimed the lives of both students and tourists. Deputy Director of Defense Public Information, Major Bilal Katamba, says collaboration between the UPDF and the local communities has improved security vigilance. It is 2 years since the ADF killed over 40 people at Mpondwe Lubiriha Secondary School in Kasese District.
It is 2 years since the Allied Democratic Forces attacked and killed students at Mpondwe Lubiriha Secondary School in Nyabugando, Kasese District. A total of 42 people, including students and community members, were murdered on the night of June 16, 2023.
I lost 2 members of my family, my mom, the original mom, and the biological brother, which is my elder brother.
The attackers forced the students to open the dormitory doors. When they refused, the assailants broke in, killing many and setting the buildings on fire. 20 girls and 18 boys were killed.
I'm just coming from church right now, and I'm praying that whoever is the perpetrator should go to hell.
Julius Isingoma was among the student survivors. He had faked his own death.
So I got blood and smith in my head, and another blood to enter some blood in my ears, and another in the mouth. So again, they go to the arm to see whether I'm dead. They kicked me. After they went outside. So the fire and heat, it was too much. Like in 3 to 5 minutes, I had them closing the gate.
Julius later rescued 6 fellow students from the flames. Sadly, one of them later succumbed to severe injuries.
2007.
How did you save them?
I caught a blanket and a bed sheet to cover myself, and I was just passing through the fire. That's how I saved their lives.
So you got one by one?
Yeah.
You got one?
I was pulling their legs. I caught someone's leg. When I see that this one, they have not harmed the head, I just caught the leg and throw him outside.
The Uganda People's Defense Forces launched a pursuit operation during which several ADF commanders were killed or arrested. Are you able to describe to us, the people you saw, how they were dressed and how they were looking like?
These people were dressed actually in uniforms, but we couldn't recognize their badges because they were putting on coats. You know how coats of those soldiers look like they are of the same color. They're only one color, dark color.
It was in army green. It was in army green.
Or like the one of the soldiers?
It was an army green in plain.
Like the one of LDU?
Yes, yes. Even if it was night, but we saw them.
So, Fando, we've also ascertained that the locals are saying that those who attacked were actually donning in military attire. Have you gotten that information?
That one I'm not so sure, because I don't think there's anybody at night who was there taking photographs of that. Because if he was there, he should have given us that picture. To say they were donning military uniforms, no, it's not very easy.
You know, the best way to defend yourself is to be offensive. So it became more offensive, and since then they have not come back in Uganda. When in November the same year, when Njovu with his team tried to cross through Lake Edward, we were able to put out of action a number of his people he came with, and others we are able to arrest, including himself. You know, he's facing court now on the charges of terrorism and murder and aggravated robbery. So we were able to arrest Njovu in November of that year, 2023. And then his colleague Kamusu also was able to infiltrate and went into Chivali National Park. Our forces were able to trail him, and he was put out of action. The whole of his team was accounted for, was put out of action. So we've really, since the Rubidi attack and the attack of the tourists in October, we've done very well. We are very proud of our forces.
The army cooperation with the local communities has stopped further attacks.
With that cooperation, we shall be able to bring about lasting peace in the region.
The UPDF maintains presence in the Democratic Republic of Congo, which has also contributed to the improvement of trade operations along the border. Ivan Kahwa, Tony Kent Chaze, UBC News.
And the health sector needs to prioritize and utilize linen products in hospitals to prevent the spread of infections to their clients and for their health. Stakeholders in the health sector and those who deal in linen have raised the concern as the celebrations of Linen Day Africa close in later this year.
Products from linen include patient clothing, bed sheets, and items used in health facilities, as well as hotels. Linen plays a crucial role in health care, hospitality, and fabric industry. Poor linen management can lead to health risks, financial losses, and environmental harm, and its proper management reduces hospital-acquired infections.
When you look at all the used linen, it has the potential to pass on infections, either directly or indirectly. So we have to address the issue of infection prevention and control. Preventing cross-contamination requires adherence to strict standard precautions.
The visiting professor of Sitema University, Professor Rhoda Ngonzi, says, since the world has evolved due to technology, there is need to develop textile industries that deal in linen products.
It calls for a continuous review, continuous updating of our curriculum to enable our future graduates acquire the relevant technologies and skills which are not only globally competitive, but are also along with nature for faster development.
The director of Aga Hospital, Dr. Julius Luimba, says having clean linen in health facilities avoids infection for patients.
So we stand for professionalism in selecting, in managing linen so that it is safe for our patients. When you go to a typical hospital here in Uganda, you find that there's a lot of wastage of linen because people don't have an idea how to handle and how to durably maintain.
Since linen products are almost used in hospitals, those outside the health sector may not be interested in its usefulness and effects.
When it comes to linen decisions, most institutions, they don't have knowledge. When it comes to the cost, you don't know, you're not familiar with this. Whenever you see any fabric after washing and it brings that color, that means the color that was used is not permanent. And that means not fit for you.
The Linen Day Africa celebrations that will take place in Kampala come August 15th to 16th, 2025 will be held under the theme Linen Science and Sustainability, Enhancing Hygiene, Efficiency and Industrial Collaboration.
It is a platform where we are going to speak to the manufacturers of detergents to tell them what is it that fits most to our consumer taste and preference.
Deborah Namamonde, Viola Nansubuga, UBC News.
And with that, let's take a quick break. When we return, more details.
A smile that is white, fresh and beautiful is a smile to be proud of. Discover new Colgate White and Fresh for the whole family with high quality and an incredible price.
Step into a world of excellence, comfort and pride with Royal Foam Furniture, crafted to perfection right here in Uganda. We bring you state-of-the-art living room furniture and bedding products at affordable prices. Our wide variety of mattresses include orthopedic, pillow top, spring mattresses suitable for institutions like hotels and many others for home comfort. With every piece telling a story of royal excellence, our products are built with the highest quality materials made to last. Experience royalty with Royal Foam Furniture, proudly made in Uganda, so buy Uganda and build Uganda. Visit our showrooms at Ginger Road, Chambogo Junction, Bukoto Chisasi Road, and on Victoria Mall, Entebbe, on the first floor.
When you want to relax your body and refresh your mind, welcome to Hotel La Confidential, Aroa's premier destination for luxury and comfort. The only hotel in Aroa City offering a serene atmosphere, breathtaking scenery. Come and discover our exclusive wellness club with packages that include a fully equipped gym, a rejuvenating sauna, steam bath, and a great sky blue swimming pool. For events, our state-of-art conference halls and versatile event spaces are perfect for hosting shows, wedding receptions, birthdays, and more. Come and enjoy our cinema hall and unisex saloon, all designed to meet your entertainment and grooming needs. Bring your family and let your kids splash around in our beautiful kids water park. We are located on Aroa Pakwachi Highway in the heart of Aroa City. Don't wait. Visit us on www.hotelconfidential.com or call us on 0761 688 181.
It's a FlexiPay cashback explosion. Shop and pay with your FlexiPay. Cashback instant. It's a FlexiPay cashback explosion.
It's a FlexiPay cashback explosion. Simply shop and pay with your FlexiPay at activating outlets and enjoy instant cashbacks. Terms and conditions apply. Stanbic Bank is regulated by the Bank of Uganda, and customer deposits are protected by the Deposit Protection Fund up to 10 million Uganda shillings. Brought to you by
And now in sport, Business Minister of State for Microfinance, Small Enterprises, Rhoda Ngonzi, has cautioned money lenders against exploiting borrowers by charging exorbitant interest rates. This was during the launch of the Microfinance Forum in Kampala.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Honourable Minister has launched.
The State Minister for Microfinance and Small-Scale Enterprises, Rhoda Ngonzi, has said that government has directed police commanders countrywide to crack down on illegal money lenders, especially those confiscating national IDs from borrowers as collateral.
We heard and received the reports that money lenders are requiring their borrowers to mortgage national identity cards. This is unacceptable, and I have implored and instructed RDCs and all key stakeholders to ensure that this doesn't exist, this doesn't happen, okay? Because the national identity card is the property of the Republic of Uganda.
Many are reported to be charging rates as high as 30 to 60% annually, far above recommended thresholds.
While the commercial banks charge averaging around 18% in financial year 2023-24 and 17% in financial year 2025-26, many circles were charging as high as 36%, while the money lenders charged average annual rates beyond 60% per annum.
The Microfinance Forum, launched in Kampala, will improve coordination and collaboration among stakeholders in Uganda's microfinance sector and strengthen both investor and consumer protection at a time when many Ugandans are facing steep lending conditions.
The Microfinance Forum is basically a forum that brings together players in the microfinance sector and all types, the financial institutions, circles, microfinance institutions, savings groups, in order to discuss things that we need to do in order to improve the delivery of financial services to our customers. We want to make sure that we are looking at customer needs. We want to look at the different challenges that our customers are facing and be able to devise solutions for those things together as a sector.
The president of the Money Lenders Association of Uganda, Jonah Akandanwahu, defended registered lenders that majority of abusers operate outside the formal sector.
There's some tier of lenders, especially those that belong to our association, that are even charge less than some of the banks, some of the other financial institutions. There are some lenders that charge for as low as 2.8 per month, and that is about probably 30% per annum. So truth is there are categories of lenders. There are the lenders that charge exorbitant rates, and I do not think that some of those lenders are even formal.
Charity Marion Imnat and Saddam Mubale for UBC.
In sports, the Uganda national team for American football has concluded their drills ahead of their first ever African flag football championship due in Cairo, Egypt. Uganda is among the participating countries, with the host Egypt also joined by Ghana, South Africa, Nigeria, Tunisia, Ivory Coast, Cameroon, Morocco and Kenya. Team Uganda, who have been training at Chambogo University, will depart tomorrow. Will depart on Thursday the 19th for the tournament that begins on the 20th and runs till the 22nd of this month.
American Football Federation has been a good partner to us with its ability to engage us in ensuring that the athletes are in good shape but also their health and safety is always taken care of while participating in sports.
First of all, I'm expecting Uganda to win. You know, I'm expecting to make lots of win, good plays, good touchdowns, and, you know, sell our country, you know, make our country be on the map.
We want to also appreciate National Council of Sports for, you know, standing up and promoting sports in the country, and also being one of the supporters of American football in Uganda.
Well, and that does it for news tonight for now. We do return at 10 o'clock with more details. Elizabeth Nakakone on sign language. I am Rhoda Ngonzi.
UBC, inspiring.